Okay. Awesome. All right. This is such a great way to start your day. Don't you agree? Little Tech Tuesday in the morning. Maybe give you some tips and tricks on what to do with this. Okay, so welcome to Tech Tuesday, the month of July, where we talk about all our favorite CRM. So today we are going to talk about kvCORE. And last week we talked about Follow-Up Boss, and it was pretty amazing. But we actually use Follow-Up Boss and kvCORE. I know it's kind of weird. I mean, it's not as weird as Carrie. I think she has 4 CRMs. But anyway, so the reason being is just because we had Follow-Up Boss for like 6 years before we came to EXP. And, you know, with 86,000 leads, Joanna, my assistant slash sister, was going to kill me if I switched CRMs because she had everything built out in Follow-Up Boss. Plus, it's super easy to use, as you guys know, because you saw me going through that last week. But kvCORE also has some amazing things. So when I got here to EXP, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to learn this because agents are going to want to know this. So, and then it was like, the more I learned, the more I loved it. And I was like, oh, it can do this. Oh, this was easy. So anyway, I'm going to go over with you what I love about kvCORE. And then Carrie Thompson is here and she's going to go over what she loves about kvCORE because she was using kvCORE way before I was. So she knows a lot of tips and tricks that she's going to talk about. So we're just going to hop right into it. And I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. And I can't move that out of the way. There we go. Okay, kvCORE. So I don't know how to blur this out like we can on Follow-Up Boss. And Follow-Up Boss was removed from YouTube, our training, because I don't know. I guess the blurring didn't work. Maybe I didn't do it in time. I have no idea. Anyway, so we're just going to go through this. It will be posted in our group, so feel free to rewatch or share with whoever needs this. So anyway, this is what kvCORE looks like. Whole bunch of stuff in here. So, but when I saw how easy it was to set people up on a search, set people up on a market report, set people up on a home valuation, which is free. So if you don't want to pay for something, there is a free version here. And then the core present. So that's what I'm going to go over with you. As far as I'm going to click on Smart CRM. And these are all the people. These are all the people. So we have them right in here. And I'm just going to click on this guy. I don't know where he came from, and it looks like he's already been worked. Shoot. Anyway, but this is what it looks like. He is a new lead that just came through. Street text. See, you could see the street text tag. And then he clicked on my Monte Cristo ad. So that also comes through. So at least you know exactly which ad he came from and what kind of search to set him up on if you don't make contact with him. So what we do, and Joanne will share this in the chat, is we definitely reach out, right? And we text and we share a video text, you know, saying, hey, thank you for, you know, for clicking on my Monte Cristo Facebook ad. I hope you got the link to all this, you know, all the property details. Just want to make sure you did, and see if you had any questions. And we're going to set you up on a search for in that area. But I would love to actually have a conversation with you about exactly what you're looking for, so I don't spam you with a bunch of things that you don't care about. So anyway, so you'll do a video text. Anyway, she's going to put that in the chat. You can grab that, print that. But that's kind of what we do. So let's say we go in here and he doesn't have a search set up. You're just going to click on here and you're going to call this, you know, let's call it, I can't type when people are coming in, section 10 search.
I think what you sent me was not what you want me to attach.
Really?
Yeah, this is like kind of a daily task for your day, not a lead.
Okay, buyer checklist. No, this is it.
Of what to do for your day. Okay.
Oh no, this is definitely not it. That is hilarious. Okay.
I'm like, I don't think this is it.
Shoot, we will put it in. That's so funny. Okay, we will put it in the email that goes out to everybody with the replay. So sorry about that. So if you don't get a copy of the replay, Joanne will put the link in there for you to fill out, and it makes and then we'll put the PDF in there. I'm so sorry. That's what I get for trying to do things at the last minute. I was actually trying to create the cover for D. So I got a little distracted. Anyway, so here's a section 10 search. So we usually want to do like daily, unless we know that they're pre-approved, ready to go, then we'll do ASAP, right? Because I don't want to spam them with a whole bunch of emails in one day. So we usually set them up on daily, and then we'll do, I don't even know if section 10 is in here. Let's see. Section 10. Oh, look at that. Section 10 in Nevada. Okay, so there's that. Anyway, and then you can, do like single family, and then price range like minimum 1 million. Just because they clicked on, my $12 million property, they're probably looking for something luxury. So anyway, so we're just going to set them up with all of that. Maybe even narrow it down to homes with a pool. And then you just save and send. So that sets them up on an alert, and it starts sending them properties every day. So I'm going to cancel this because they were already set up on a search, but we're going to go out of here, go back into here. So then the next thing that we do is we go over here to market reports. So this property that they clicked on was in the 89117. So I'm just going to assume that's the area that they like, unless they give us more information, right? If they give us more information, then obviously we're going to change it to that. But you're just going to click add, and then 89117. And then you're going to click there. And then you can change it to 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, 28 days. We do 21 days just because, I want to stay in touch with them, but I don't want them to unsubscribe because we're like sending them so many emails. So every 21 days, they'll get a nice market report. And it looks like this. If you click here, you can see what it looks like. It just gives them a little bit of information. There's that area right there. And then hot new listings. Oh, look, there's my listing, most expensive. That's funny. That's the Michael Jackson house that just went live. So yay. Anyway, average list price, active listings, highest sold, recently sold. So anyway, that's what they get. So super easy to set them up on that search. And then let's say we know where they live. So listing valuation, you can just easily add, I don't know if it'll 70 Nakoa Court. I don't want to save it, but that's how easy it is. So once you save it, it will actually keep them updated on their home's value. I don't want to save it because he's going to get it, and that's my address. So Sherry, you have a question?
Yeah, when you do the search, can you do a more broader area like a county rather than just a specific?
Yeah, you can do county, you can do city, you can do zip code, you can do neighborhood.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, there's a lot of different options there. So anyway, so those are our three favorite right there. So setting them up on a search, setting them up in market report, and then listing valuation. So, we like to do all of that. Then this is what I also like about this is when you go here to listings, sorry, marketing, where's my thing? Core Present. So Core Present is, it's a little CMA that you could do right in kvCORE that's super easy to do, and it's very interactive. So when you email it out, you're actually going to see, they're actually going to be able to pull up the other listings and look at their pictures, and be like, oh, they renovated that home. Our home is nothing compared to that. And then, or, oh my God, my home is so much better than that, which is probably what they're going to say, right? But at least they can have an idea. That way, when you go to meet with them, they're like, oh yeah, we did see our neighbor's house looks a lot better than ours. We got some work to do. Or, I mean, hopefully they're looking at it. But I've gotten a lot of good feedback that they're super interactive. So this is what it looks like. Let me see if I can pull one up. Web Mint. Okay, this is not what I wanted. Sorry. Is this? Okay, so what we do is a Google Earth, so go to Google Earth, type in their address, and that's what we use for our screenshot. That way they can tell, number one, we took some time, to do that. It's not just like that blank one you just saw. So definitely have something in here. If you don't already have a photo, grab a Google Earth. That way they can see it. And then you're just gonna click on the arrow over here, and this has like a whole comparative market analysis for that area. And then right here is where you're gonna they're gonna be able to click on this and go look through the no photos. Or I don't know why they're also, oh, this is a really old one. I'm in an old one, so they've probably already sold and now they're not showing a picture. But this one does. But they could go through here and click and compare their home to this one. This one was actually sold. So anyway, I really like that. And then it talks about pricing misconceptions, and then it shows the market assessment. So what it looks like in the area, and then why pricing is important. And I like this one because it shows the buyer demand. So this is where that house is, and it's pretty high in demand. But sometimes I'll get a listing in one of the white areas, and it shows them that there's not very many people shopping for a home in their area. So, but this report right here, I love, because basically I can say, there's 4 million people shopping on our eXp website, 13,000 engaged near your home. And then I have 193 buyers inside my database that I am ready to email as soon as you give me the green light, which is called a coming soon. So I can't do a coming soon without a signed contract, but that's going to be the first email that I send out. And if I find my own buyer, remember, you save money and I make more money. So it's a win-win. So that right there will land you the listing every time, because people love to hear that you have a database full of buyers that you can send this out to. So, there's that page. Then it talks about staging, how important it is, and my marketing plan, property boost, social, a little bit about me, and then some of my reviews and value of having an agent, home selling process. And all this is already made for you. Literally, all I did was my bio and my picture. And then we type in the address and it pulls up all this information. So, and then it's just let's get started, or I need more time. So this is one of the emails that we send out when we get a hand raiser. Speaking of hand raisers, I see some hand raisers. Sherry, do you have another question?
No, I forgot to lower my hand. Sorry.
No problem. Sheila, do you have a question?
So when the market reports go out, you said you set it for 21 days.
Yes,
Does one go out immediately and then another one
Yes.
21 days later?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. So when you set it up, you'll hit send, and then that's why it comes through that email, and you can look at it and see what it looks like. But yeah, it goes out immediately, and then it goes out again in 21 days.
And you use the core present to what's the clients, the sellers?
This is for a seller. Yeah. So if you
Okay.
get a seller lead, then we do a core present and we put it in an email with a bunch of other cool information about how we sell houses. But this is one of the ones that go into the email. So,
You say you put it in an email. Is it sent
yeah, I'll
directly
show you.
from kvCORE?
Yeah, you can actually do a link to it, or,
Okay.
but this is what my email looks like when I send it out. Cause I go through BombBomb and I have like a little email set up. That looks like something. Oh, everything goes so smoothly on Zoom. Gotta love it.
And somebody just asked, is core present extra?
Core present is extra only if you're not an EXP. So like I know some people like at Remax have kvCORE, but they have to pay extra for core present. But core present is free for us. So
I think it's free for me too.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know that some people were telling me that it was an extra expense. So if you look at this email here, this is, so you can connect links to all this stuff, right? So I built this template out in BombBomb, your home value report. So when they click on it, that's where they're going to go, right? They're going to go to their core present. And then we do closing cost breakdown. And then we do a tiered commission. So we have like little different things, seller tip videos. That takes them to my YouTube. Drone video tours, also to my YouTube, 3D tours, professional photography, and cash offers program. So that's the email that goes out to them when they raise their hand. So there's that. Okay, so Sheila, are you good? Sheila, you're muted. Okay, I think she's good. Jackie,
I'm good.
you have a question?
I do. So you could preview that before you send it out, correct? Before you email it out?
100%.
And you
Yeah.
can change it, you can
And you
edit
can
it.
change it, you can add different properties. So like when you're actually going in to build it, it'll give you a list of properties that you could choose from. And I always go in and look because I want to make sure that one thing I don't like is that they don't like just do single story or just do 2-story. So if I have a 1-story listing, I want to make sure there's 1 stories going out that are pretty comparable, to them. So so there's a whole, list in that area that you could choose from. So we just pick a couple and then it builds it out for us.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome. Stephanie, you have a question? From Austin, Texas, you are muted.
Sorry.
You're okay.
Okay, yes. I was gonna ask you, like, where do you get the core present in kvCORE? I haven't seen that before.
Okay, so sharing screen, going back into kvCORE right here. So if you go over here to all marketing on the left-hand side, I'll make this bigger right here. You're just going to drop down into core present.
Oh, wow.
You
Okay.
see that?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you do that though, you want to make sure you go in here and you fill out. Oh my gosh, they changed it right here maybe. Custom settings. Yeah, personalized content. So you're going to want to edit the about me and the testimonials. And then it's going to pull everything else from your profile. So those are the two things that you want to get done before you do it, if you want them in your presentation.
Okay, all right.
But you only have to do it once, so,
And the core present will tell you where buyers, like that map that you had up there.
yeah, so when you, okay, so this is the trick here. So when you go to, and you say that to a seller, right, that we have 400 buyers in your area looking for a home, just like yours in your price point, right? So that sheet, is that what you're talking about? This is how you do that. So you go to listings and then you put in a manual listing. So, because you don't have it on the market yet, right? It's a manual listing. So you're gonna go here. We'll just use the same address here. Artemius, blah, blah, blah. This was the, because I did a coming soon. You can go here and you can generate a pitch sheet. Like once you enter, you only have to have like one picture or whatever. Put a little bit about the home, like literally just a little bit about the home. You can edit listing here. But when you do this right here, this pitch sheet is going to come up that you can use for marketing, right? So yes, you have it in your online version, but you also have it in a print version right here. So, but you have to go in and put your listing in as a manual listing. So, even if you don't have the listing yet, you could absolutely still do that, right? And then you're going to send an exclusive alert. It says this will send the listing to 601 contacts who are searching for a property just like this. Send now. That is it. There's no making the email fancy. You don't have a list of the people. These are literally people that have been shopping on the website that will get notified that there's a listing that matches their search criteria. So that's
Wow.
that's how you do it. Hey now, pretty cool.
Okay, now, I also wanted to see that there was a map that you had. It was with different colors, like,
Inside Core Present.
I think so. It was that presentation that you had up.
Right, the presentation. Okay, so we're gonna go back into there. I don't know which one we were in. I can't remember. This one right here.
Yeah, possibly. I think.
This right here is so I typed the address into Google Earth, and then I zoom in so that it has the address, it shows where the house is, and then I take a screenshot and then I upload it when I'm building this. So either you're talking about that or you're talking about this. This is going to show, and it automatically populates this for you. I don't know what other map you would be talking about.
With that map, when
That
you
one, that one. Yes. the back.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go back and you guys are in the way. There we go. So this map right here, yes, it populates and shows like the demand of buyers that are buying in that area because it can pull stats.
And
But
wow.
yeah, I don't create it. It creates it for me. Like I literally just put an address in that Google Earth picture, and then it does all this magicalness, right? And I can pick the comps that I want right here. These ones here. You can actually go in and edit which ones you want here. The coolest thing I like is that you can add in Redfin, Zillow, and Realtor.com as well, and show them that yes, online values are all over the place, but look, we have a sold for 475, but Realtor.com and Zillow saying is only worth 423 and 440. You know, so I love proving the internet wrong. It makes them want to use you more.
Right.
Yeah, Christine, you have a question? You are muted. There you go.
Can you show me where, because when I've done the comps on this, it, for number of bathrooms, it only shows one. I can never change the number.
Okay, so I don't know why, but let's go in and do a win the listing. We'll put that there, Nevada. Next. So right here, bedroom count. Okay, so I don't see a bathroom at all.
Yeah.
So, next, comparable details. So. Yeah, it just has bedroom count. It doesn't have a bathroom count. It has the square footage, year built, but that's why, like, when I go in and look, we may have a couple listings in this area. I go through next, build CMA, and then once you get to there, then you kind of go through and sift through the listings right here. And then, so you can see, you know, this one is this, which it has the bath count right here. So if that's not correct, you know, you can also, you know, just unselect it or even delete it. Sometimes if it's way off, like I'll just delete it because I don't even want it to be a part of the average. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, but yeah, it pulls up the active, the pending, and the closed, and just kind of go in and figure out if this is a good match to yours and stuff like that. So it also doesn't have garage. So if I have a 3-car garage and it's showing 2-car garage, I'm taking it out, right? So you just got to kind of play with this part, but the whole presentation part is built for you. Devana.
Yes. Yeah, I have a question about when you first went into Core Present,
Mhm.
and you know where you said you changed the info, excuse me, and you clicked on your name, your bio, I mean, and
Yes.
well, I went in there to click, I clicked on my name and it says log out. Click to log out. It doesn't, I'm
Yeah,
trying to,
it's right here. Sorry, I might have went too fast. So if I go to Core Present, and then I go over where your name is and go custom settings.
oh, got it.
That's where you're.
Got it. I
It
see
used
now.
to be under your name and profile, but
Oh, okay.
I like to move things around and just click the button.
No
So
worries.
anyway, that's where you edit that part.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Maria, how's it going?
Good morning. I'm doing fantastic. How is everyone doing?
Fabulous, fabulous.
Awesome. Quick question in regards to changing the colors. I love using Core Present. I use it daily. It's a valuable tool. And I really love the fact that you use the red or any other color. How do you change the colors from the traditional EXP blue?
Yeah, good question. I did this 2 years ago, so let me see if I can remember. It's gotta be in, first of all, go here. Carrie, unmute if you know.
I think go back to where you were, under your custom settings, where you put your bio and everything in.
That was, no, but that was just Core Present. So she's talking about the whole platform, like your website and everything, right?
Well,
No,
actually, I was inquiring for Core Present, but if you know how to change the whole
Oh,
thing,
okay, so
that would be even awesome.
Core Present, yeah, go to Core
Yes.
Present, and then we're gonna go into where we were on the settings, custom settings, traditional present, modern luxury. It's one of those. Colors. Do you see that? So you just click on one of them that you want to do, like either modern, luxury, or traditional, click on edit, and that's where you're gonna pick your colors. See how mine are teal and red?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
All
All
right.
right. And can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, good. So the next question is, once I did a presentation, there is on one of the slides showing the demand in that neighborhood. And on the next slide, it's showing this is how many EXP has as a potential buyers, and this is how many there is a. Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah, I feel like you're not hearing me. And it shows the number of buyers
Right.
XP the office has.
Mhm.
The question is this, once I want to blast that listing to other realtors, I've been told that I cannot access these potential buyers. Basically,
No,
I
you
cannot
cannot.
identify, is it Joe Smith and so within the office or within the EXP in my area that has buyers. This is only if I personally within the kvCORE know who is searching in that area. Any suggestion how I can match that specific listing with these buyers that are showing me, the system is showing I have 157 buyers interested in that specific listing.
Right, so if you go into kvCORE and you go into listings, let's say my listings, and let's say Solera Moon, like, and then you could actually go into someone else's listing. Right here is matching buyers.
Okay.
Is that what you're looking for? Because this gives you a whole list of everybody that may be interested in that property.
Okay,
Does
quick question. Let's say I have a listing in a zip code 12374. And within that zip code, I can search what are my buyers within my database, but also I can go and see the top 3 or 5 agents that have sold in that specific zip code. And you're saying I can go and see their listings and see the matching buyers in that zip code. Is that doable?
You can, like I said, right here, all listings, if you find a listing that is not yours, you can click on it and you find matching buyers in your database. Is that what you're asking?
Yes. I'm
Yes.
looking to how do I market that listing to these matching
Right.
buyers
So you do that, you go and find the listing that you're wanting to find buyers for, right? Whether it be yours, whether it be someone else's, whether it be someone else's at EXP. And then you're just going to select all, right? And then you could do like a mass email or a mass text right to all 358 people. So does that make sense?
But I was told that you can do that only if these are your buyers within
These are your
system.
buyers.
Let's say
These are your buyers. These are my buyers in my database.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We run a lot of listing ads and we have 86,000 buyers in our database. So these are buyers in my database that I could literally give a call or text or email. Does that make sense? Yeah, you can't reach out to
I think there is
buyers.
Say that?
Yeah, you can't reach out to other people's buyers.
Cannot.
No, you shouldn't. You definitely shouldn't because they're working with an agent. So that one email that sends it out to all those people, like I said, you will not know who those are. Those are just people searching on the EXP website in that area, right? So that's the email that's going to go out. But no, you can't get a list of those people and you know, talk to them because they're not your buyers.
Right. And I honor that. I just wanted to find out how do I reach out to those buyers that are not specifically only within my CRM. That's what I wanted to find out.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, you can market. So like, let's say you want to market someone's listing and you want to find buyers and get them into your database, right? So you go to, let's say, company listings. Let's say I want to market someone else's from EXP. Obviously, I'm going to reach out and ask them, but let's click on this one. I want to find this one for an $18 million property. So you're just going to click boost property. Ugh, why is it doing that? Probably because I haven't ran an ad for a minute. I use street text to run ads, so I don't know why it's wanting me to start all over. and add my payment. But once you're set up, you can click on boost and run a property boost for any property, and leads will start coming right into your kvCORE. So if you don't have a, street text or listings leads or running just your regular ads on Facebook. So this actually does it for you. So
Yes, I do understand that. All right, thank you so
you're
much. My main kind of question was, once I have a listing and I want to reach out to the buyers that are not only within my website and CRM, how do I do that? But
right. So when you go here and you have to add them in as a manual listing. You have to add your property in as a manual listing. And then once you go here, you're going to click generate pitch sheet. And it's going to do that. And then you're going to send an exclusive alert, just like this, send now. This is going to send it to the 600 people, not just in your database, but everybody that's shopping, but you cannot like personally contact them. But you can let them know this property is now available and you might like it. You know what I mean? So there's no custom email. You don't get their information. It just sends it out.
Well, that would be fine. Thank you. Thank you. That answers the question.
But yeah, you have to put a manual listing in to do that. You can't do it from a live listing. So.
Got it.
All
All right.
right.
Thank you.
Okay. I am going
Wait, I mean, you just said you can't do the email to a live listing?
Right. So your listing can be live, but in order to do it through kvCORE, you have to add it as a manual listing in order to do this pitch sheet thing. If your listing is live and you just want to do it to your database, you can actually click here, find matching buyers, and send them all an email. Does that make sense? But in order to send that blast out that you're talking to sellers about, it has to be a manual listing entered into kvCORE.
Okay, so I have a listing that I'd like to blast out to all the potential buyers in all of kvCORE.
Right.
So do I have to put it
So
in?
you're going to go here to listings, right? And you're going to go manual listings, and then you're going to add a listing, and you're going to put in the property details, add a couple photos, and then next, and then it's going to let you generate that pitch sheet and send that email out.
Okay.
All right.
Can you do that even if it's already live?
Yes, but you can't do it from a live listing. You have to put it in as a manual listing. So see where it says my listing right here. If I click here, it doesn't have that feature to do the pitch sheet. You do that from the manual. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't mean to confuse anybody, but we have to hold off on questions for a minute because Carrie's going to share her favorite things about kvCORE real quick, and then we'll get back to everybody's questions. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, Carrie T, you got this, girl. And wait a minute, let me make sure you can share. There you go. Share your screen.
All right, 1 second. I'm pulling everything up. All right, let me share screen. Okay. Oh, now I got to move everybody out of the way. All right. So what I like to do, can you guys all see my screen? You should be able to.
Yes.
Yes.
What I like to do when I log in every morning is I come to our dashboard right here. Do you see all these cards? These are the most active people right now in your kvCORE. And if you look, like Karen Dixon, she put a little fire emoji by this property. She looked at it once. So I might send her something, but I like to kind of come through and look who's really active.
Ooh, 9 times.
Yeah, like here's Lakeisha 5 times on a property. So what I do is click our little text, and I am going to take this out because I customize it. Let me do this, and I will send this. So I'm like, good morning with my little coffee, and I saw this awesome property this morning and thought it might be Ooh, a great or a good fit, that doubled in there, might be a good fit. And then I put, what are your thoughts? And then here's the link to the property and I send it. So I do this because that's going to bring engagement. And like Sean, he looked at that twice. So I will go through every morning or evening, whatever works best for you, and look like Ida 9 times. Let me tell you about Ida Green. I've been trying to get this woman on the phone for years. Sometimes she will answer, but it's like pulling teeth. But she's very active in the system, so I stay in really good communication with her. She just talks when she wants to. So that is what I like to do, like I said, and I'll go through, and it doesn't take me that long, and I'll keep track. So say I went through 50 of them for the morning, the next morning I'll follow up and I'll stop where I left off on that. So that's one thing that I like to do. Another thing, let me go to all contexts that I like to do is a mass text to people. So let's go to actives. So what active in kvCORE means is you either spoke to them, they replied to your email or a text message. You had some type of communication with them. That's what active in kvCORE means. So what you can do is select them all. You can send them all a video text. You can do a mass text, an email, or you can do all this change action stuff. But what I like to do, if they're just active leads, I will do a mass text. You can either do a video or a regular text. And I would just say something like, hey, I know you said you were looking to move in the next 1 to 3 months. Is that still your plan? Question mark. Very simple, very easy. Mass text that to everybody. Or you can do an email, but I like to do text because that gets a little more engagement on that. But I have a ton in here, but kvCORE isn't my main CRM like Wendy. I use Follow Up Boss, but I do come in here and try to generate some people because I do have people that talk to me in kvCORE instead of Follow Up Boss. So it's kind of a lot to keep, like, oh, well, they're in Follow Up Boss trying to talk to me and these ones are in kvCORE trying to talk to me, but I just make it happen. Like Wendy says, I do have like 4 or 5 CRMs, so it's nothing for me to do. Nothing for me. But yeah, my main thing that I love to do is come here, check who's looking at what and send them. You can either send them an email or a text. I like to do the text because text is more engaging for me. Is there anything else, Wendy, you want me to go over about that? I know it was super short and sweet.
No, I love that, but let's talk about mass text.
All right, what do we want to know about mass text?
Yeah, so a lot of systems don't allow you to do this probably because, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that there's roles and stuff, but kvCORE does allow you to mass text. So you can pull up someone that matches your listing, mass text them and let them know that you just had a price reduction. And here's the link to the YouTube video, just in case they forgot how amazing it was, something like that. Or deal of the week, which Sherry Berry just got 2 buyers from doing a mass text deal of the week to her database. So people like deals, and she literally has them set up on searches right now. So yay for the win on Sherry. But anyway, so just kind of show them how easy it is to group them together and send that out.
Yeah, so like I was just here. So if you want to do new leads, again, this is not my main CRM, so it's going to say that I have over 6,000 new leads. So if you just that simple, you highlight them all. This is, well, I'll take it out to 250.
Yeah, I think you can text 250 at a time.
Yeah. And you don't want to go through and text, like keep doing the 250s to get all, because they'll flag you. You'll be marked as spam. So just do 250, maybe wait an hour, then do another 250. But very simple. Just click them all. We're going to do a text. And now in kvCORE, they're starting to do like the AI generated stuff. So you can do all of that. But right here, if you want to send a specific property, right here is where you will attach that property link. but right here is where you'll type it in. I'm not going to send all these people stuff because I'm sending them in other site on my follow-up boss. But right here is where you would type whatever you want, attach the listing. You can also click, you know, also the linky listing right there too. But you can do a welcome, whatever you want, because these are the new leads. So in kvCORE, it says that I haven't talked to them. You can also generate, you know, the AI to come up with something. But after that, you just hit send. And it says right here that 41 out of the 250 that I selected have been archived, or they're on the do not call, or they have unsubscribed. So they'll tell you that too, to let you know, like, hey, 41 of these aren't going to see this text. But then you'll just click send. And it's that simple, truly that simple.
Carrie, can you do only this for your active, or you can do to any kind of prospect?
Anything. So I just, right here under status on the left, I just did new lead because it was right there, but you can do your prospects, your spheres, your contacted, client, anything. You can pull up, and even if you want to go in and hand pick certain ones, you can do that as well and mass text them. Yep. So anyone in your database, you can send a mass text to.
Great. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Anything else that you love about kvCORE that we didn't cover?
No, you covered a lot because the pitch sheet I really love. So you covered that. My morning text, like my cards right here, because a lot of people just don't know where to start when they have kvCORE. Like, all right, I have people, what do I do? Come in here every morning, every evening, whatever works. And these are your people that are active. Call them, text them, reach out to them.
Right.
That's how
And if your
that's how you're gonna get the
dashboard,
lead.
yeah, if your dashboard doesn't look like this, it's because you're not running ads, right? You're not setting people up on searches. Like,
Right. Yeah, they got to be set up on a search for them to view properties.
Right.
Like, right. She loves this property, so I will be calling her today. I'm not
Right.
just going to send her a text. She put a heart by it, so she deserves a phone call. And you can see she's been really active. Look at her in here, all over the place.
Yeah, that's awesome. So so we run like list of pool homes, you know, in Las Vegas. It hit 120 the other day. Everybody should have a pool. Anyway, so we run those through street text, but we have street text going right into kvCORE and into follow-up bot. Like, we have our leads going into both systems, because it's super easy to just pop them over and go Las Vegas, pool home, send, set alert, you know, and then once they start clicking and looking at them, they're going to show up on that dashboard. So it's super cool. But yeah, if your dashboard doesn't look like that, it means you're not setting them up on searches and you're not running ads to get your link to the website out there. Oh my gosh, Carrie, go over squeeze page.
I am. That's why I pulled it up. I'm like,
my favorite.
Yes, I love the squeeze page and landing page. So let's do a squeeze page really quick. So you're going to come in, you're going to select your domain, and you're going to start building. So let's say you're going to do an open house. Okay. Let's put in my county, Genesee County. No, go back. Is it not going to go back? All right. Okay, well, we're just going to do the area. So let's do that. Your listing type, you want it to be whatever you want, or you can leave it open, but I do single family. Style, I'm going to leave open. Price, I'm going to leave open because we're going to generate for all open houses. So you're going to come down to options. You're going to go to open house. Now here is where you can put hashtags in, so you can do hashtag open house or whatever you want to know that your leads are the leads that are coming in. This is how they're and where they're coming in from. So the default, you want to have this at least at 2 or 3 because that's how you're going to grab your leads. And then you're just going to generate your link, copy your link. Let me move everyone out of the way. if it lets me, so I can show you what it will look like. And this is how simple a squeeze. Oh, there's no results. Okay. But-
Well, it's because of the area. I think you did
Yeah.
the area instead of the county.
Let's see.
So,
All right.
uh,
Genesee County, people. County.
right there,
Here we
right
go.
there.
County.
Yeah, you gotta be super specific. Like sometimes I'll do a neighborhood, but there's Green Valley South, Green Valley North, Green Valley Ranch. Like, so if you want all of Green Valley, you know, you gotta like, you could even draw on a map, right, Carrie, for the
Here
speech.
she goes. All right, so there's 21 results for open houses in Genesee County. So this link you can send out. You can make a landing page for it. Let me go back. So you can make a landing page. I'll show you just a past landing page. And this landing page, so here's my waterfront one. So this is what you can send out the landing page. Right. It'll link you to it. So as soon as they fill this and this, they'll see the list, and all of them open houses will pop up. I probably just confused everybody on that. You're welcome.
Harry, you can do not only open houses, you can include a specific criteria of lists for the squeeze pages as well.
Yep.
Yeah, you can
Correct?
do all kinds, pool homes, single story homes, RV parking homes, horse property, like whatever people are looking for in your area would be an amazing squeeze page to make.
Yep. So right here's your options. So you can do just listed, walkable, fixer uppers, open house, 55 and up, green. Yep. There's your horse, your golf course, your pool, waterfront views, reduced, foreclosure, short sales. All of these you can do a squeeze page for.
Perfect.
Pretty
Yes.
cool, huh? All right, questions. We have 8 minutes left. Ivana. I know.
Oh, that's all cool. Mine's kind of basic, but it was back to kvCORE in regards to when I go to my my listings, for some reason my listings don't show up and it's on the MLS. Do you know why?
Okay, are you with EXP?
Yes.
Yeah, just hop into EXP and go to agent support and then click on tech support and then ask them why. They'll fix it right then in like seconds.
Oh, awesome. Okay, thank you.
The world is your friend, girl. Lisa, good morning.
Good morning. This is for both Carrie and Wendy. You have multiple databases or CRMs, I should say. In that, do you ever take and combine them, or have you combined them, or do you keep those leads completely separate from one another so that you don't do any kind of duplication?
No. The thing is I have my street text leads going into both. So they
Okay.
both are getting the same leads. I do different things with them. So Follow-Up Boss is more of a transactional list. So, so as soon as they come in, we're setting them up on an action plan, as soon as they go into escrow, Joanna's setting them up on an action plan, task list, like what needs to happen and when. So that is what we're using Follow-Up Boss for. kvCORE, we're setting them up on a home search and a market report. You can't do that in Follow-Up Boss. So they're two separate, we're using them for two separate things.
Okay.
But yeah, I did not bring my 86,000 leads over into kvCORE because I didn't want to crash the system first day at EXP. Because that would be something I'd do. Anyway, so I just started from there, like, okay, all the leads are going to, and then our buyers, if they were active, then we would put them in kvCORE, set them up on a search, stuff like that. But yeah, or like I kind of took our Follow-Up Boss buyers that were active on our YLOPO site, because we did use YLOPO, and I sent them the new link to shop for homes, and so that's how they ended up in kvCORE. They started shopping and then they went in there. So
Okay.
awesome. Sherry.
Yeah, that was my question. I was just wondering what's the pros and cons of each and why you use two. Obviously, one system doesn't offer certain things and the other system It doesn't offer certain things. So that was my question as to why you use two and how do you keep track of
Yeah.
what's going on in kvCORE at the same time with Follow Up Boss with those
Yeah, we're
contacts?
just using kvCORE for the tools.
Okay.
And we're using Follow Up Boss for the system, for the, step-by-step process of everything that we do with each lead. So the action plan is going to say, set up on a kvCORE search, right? And then we're going to set them up on a kvCORE search, and then we're going to click done. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. And we have a couple people on our team that do different jobs. So in Follow Up Boss, we can assign this one to Joanna, and then Leslie needs to do this, and then Wendy needs to do this, and then Sarah needs to do this, right? So you can actually assign people different tasks for one property or one buyer or whatever it is. And that way it all gets done because it ends up on their task list. So I really like that. kvCORE does have a task list. They do have action plans, and they're called something.
Smart plans.
Campaigns.
Oh yeah, campaigns.
Campaigns. Yes, they're called campaigns. And anyway, but because we already had all of our stuff set up in Follow Up Boss, plus Follow Up Boss syncs to like everything. So I just love
Yes,
that.
you can see a lot of the notes and properties they viewed and everything in Follow Up Boss. So I don't have to toggle back and forth. I can just go into Follow Up Boss and I see what's going on.
Right. Okay, Linda.
Okay, I have 3 questions, but 2 of them are just yes, no.
Okay.
On the text, when you send the text, does it grab the person's first name?
It can. You have to do a little special symbol to make it like that.
Okay, and then on the searches where Carrie, you can see where people are putting, they like it or they're looking at it. So you have to set that search up in kvCORE and not your MLS.
Right.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then my last question is best place to start in kvCORE, because like you said, Wendy, it's a little overwhelming. What's the best place, Carrie or Wendy?
Yeah, so the best place is to add yourself as a buyer and a seller, right? So add yourself there, then you can practice and you can send yourself stuff. You can set yourself up on searches, market reports, home valuations, and see what you're getting, right? And that's with any CRM. Any CRM, you should do that. See what you're getting, see what goes out. You know what I mean? And it's good practice. Or, set your friend up on a search, or your husband, or whatever it is. Make your dad like things, Anyway, so that's what we did at first. I was like, okay, new system, I got to see what it does. So I immediately put myself in there. So that's where I would start. Carrie, do you have any?
Yeah, I was gonna say, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, I'm doing a kvCORE, and it's the first 6 things that you want to set up as soon as you get kvCORE. So be on that call, because I'm gonna go in detailed depth of the first 6 things you need to do when you get kvCORE.
All
Okay.
right, I'm there.
Joanne, can you put Carrie's group in the chat? It's Carrie's tips, or Thursday's tips and tricks with Carrie T. But
Yeah, I put it in there earlier, but I'm going to do it again.
okay, cool. Lynette, hi, how are you?
What time is that?
It's at 11:30 a.m. EST.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Did you call me Wendy?
Yes, I did. How are you?
Hi, good. Quick question. So kind of looping back to what other people said, how you manage kvCORE and Follow Up Boss. So I know you are running ads from Street Text. So are they then, Street Text is automatically populating them into both of those CRMs?
100%. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because you don't have to manually add, otherwise it won't get done. So we have them go to both. Follow Up Boss is synced with Street Text, so you have to go in and create a email parsing for kvCORE, which I have a video on if anybody needs that, on how to get your Street Text leads over into kvCORE.
Yeah, that would be great.
So
can you put that in the
So if you do put somebody in kvCORE and they didn't come through Street Text, are they being zapped over to Follow Up Boss?
like if you put someone, well, we're not manually putting anybody into kvCORE, they come from a lead. They come from an
Online.
ad. Yeah,
Got it.
so,
Okay,
but no, I don't have them I hate Zapier, but like you can absolutely if you want to. The other thing I love about kvCORE is that I can easily share leads with people across the country right through kvCORE if they're at EXP. So like that is so cool. So I could run ads for one of my agents and freaking send her all the leads right there. It's awesome.
got it. Okay, and so just to be clear, you're using Follow Up Boss more for once they're under contract, not for like campaigns?
And no, as soon as a seller lead comes in, guess what? There's an action plan applied to that. This is what we need to do. This is what's happening. This is the email that needs to go out. This is the CMA drop off that we need to do, blah, blah, blah. So it's it's for the action plans and, you know, for the tasks that need to happen with every single thing that comes in. So,
Got it.
so yeah, we're using it immediately, not just people in contract.
Okay, and then last question is, how are you incorporating, not to add another layer, but how are you utilizing luxury presence in all of this if you're using the kvCORE as your search tool?
Well, because I actually use when I do like a luxury home list, I actually do send them, I set them up on a search through luxury presence. So you're not going to see them there, but all my other like pool homes in Henderson, pool homes in Las Vegas, stuff like that is going there because I send all my buyer leads out to my agents. So it makes it super easy to do. The only thing is you won't see what they're searching, you know, you won't see what they're thinking, but we do set them up on a search once we get them through kvCORE because it's just so easy. So I mainly have luxury presence just to have a luxury site to send people to or sellers, you know, so they can see what we do.
Okay, so that's only for your luxury buyers and sellers.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm sorry, time's up.
I know,
Thank you.
time's up. Jackie,
Thank you.
you have a really quick question?
Really quick, the squeeze pages, does kvCORE automatically post those for you? Do you post those on Facebook?
You post them.
Yeah, you
Okay.
post them. So you can create a link, you can post it, which Facebook doesn't like links, right? So you have to run an ad behind it. So find a good pool picture, run the ad behind it, people click on that, and then they pop right in and start looking at all these pool homes, you know? So it's for marketing, but, or you
You could
do a
use
landing
that
page.
with street text, like a downsizer's ad
Oh yeah,
too.
100%.
Okay,
Yep.
awesome.
You just
Thank
do one
you.
story
Thank you.
and
Thank
then
you.
you're
Thank
there.
you.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, I have to head to the VIP room. Thank you so much for joining. Next
Thank you,
week,
Carrie.
we are going to
You're
be
welcome.
talking about Lofty, which used to be Chime. And I have 4 agents on my team that are using it. So they're going to take over the call. Carrie and Betty and Herb and
Crystal.
They're going to be showing you how they use it because I do not. So I'm bringing in the pros. See you then. Have a great week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.